Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Yoga on Your Time. I'm Rachel. I'm here on this gorgeous boat named Jezebel out here on the Hillsborough River. Yoga on Your Time is a channel. It's also a private yoga instructing business where I come to you and I help tailor make a yoga class that is going to benefit you most. A daily at-home practice tailor-made to your own physical, spiritual, mental needs. So you can check me out at yogaonyourtime.com or Yoga on Your Time on Facebook. If you want to donate, you can find us on PayPal, and you can also find Yoga on Your Time on PayPal and Cashapp and Venmo. Thank you so much, friends. If you like my video today, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Today's class is going to be a little bit more of a intermediate class. I have been feeling kind of down, so I haven't been in my own practice very much. And so I'm just going to do a quick flow to get my heart rate up, feeling a little feisty, and then it'll be a fully rounded class. Beginners are welcome to try. Just listen to your body. If you can't breathe within a posture, come out just a little bit. I'll do my best to give you modifications as I go along. All right, so join me in a comfortable seated position on your mat. Shoulders above hips, head above shoulders, reaching up through the crown of the head, pressing down through the sit bones. We'll take a few cleansing breaths in through the nose, filling up from belly to chest. Hold it at the top. Take an extra little sip of air, and then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times, just like that. Breathe in through the nose, fill all the way up from your belly to your chest. Hold it at the top. Take an extra little sip of air. Open mouth, exhale. Start to let it go. Inhale, breathe in, do it again. Hold it at the top. Let it go. Feeling your shoulders melt further away from the ears. Closing the lips now and breathing in and out through the nose. Adding a gentle constriction to the back of the throat so that the breath is starting to make an audible oceanic sound. It's called Ujjayi breath. Allowing yourself to be present in this moment, allowing your agenda to disappear completely, permitting to fully experience what there is to experience right now. And we do this by gently coaxing the brain back when it tries to run off with us, back to the breath, back to alignment, body, sensations in your body. This is the power of yoga. You unify your whole being. Set that intention for yourself. I am here now. I am present. We'll inhale. Start to open the eyes. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale your right hand down to the right. Left hand up and over. Reaching all the way through your right side. One deep belly breath here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, coming down to your left, reaching up and over with the right hand. One deep breath into the belly here. Inhale to come up. Reach up, exhale your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes back behind your sacrum. Looking out over your right shoulder. Inhale, gets length in the spine. Exhale, deepens your twist. On your next inhale, look forward, reach up. Exhale to the other side. Bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand back behind. Look out over your left shoulder. Inhaling to get length through the spine. Exhale, deepens the twist. Inhale, look forward, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, bring shoulder blades together as you lift the heart, lift the chin, maybe look up. One breath here. Inhale, chin comes parallel to the floor, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, walk the hands forward, press into the hands, get some space in that low back, release the head towards the mat. Couple breaths here. Trying to stay connected to that ujjayi breath for the entirety of the practice. Walk the hands back towards yourself. We're going to switch the crossing of the legs. So the opposite leg is in front. And we're going to do that all again, but we're going to just breath to movement, just flow with it. Inhaling to reach up, grounding down through the sit bones. Exhale over to your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come up. Something splashing behind me. Exhale your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind. Complete exhale here. Inhale, look forward, reach up. Exhale, twisting to the other side, bringing your right hand to your left knee, left hand back behind. Look back over your left shoulder. Complete your exhale. Inhale, look forward. Reach up. Exhale, this time we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, press the fist away from you as you lift through the heart and look up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming all the way down. Releasing the forehead towards the floor. You can always bring a cushion or a block underneath your forehead. And if you have space in your arms after your head reaches the ground, you can go ahead and lift the fists up over the back of the head, stretching into the back of the shoulders. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice. Release the hands in your lap, somewhere comfortable. We're going to take some neck rolls. So we're going to just bring our chin slightly forward and then bring the chin to the chest. Once we get the chin towards the chest, it does not have to be touching. Definitely keep your shoulders up over your hips. We're just going to rock the ear from the right shoulder to the left shoulder. Nice little half rolls. You can do full neck rolls here if you want. I have a very sensitive neck, so I don't ever like to let my head go backwards. And that's what yoga is about, befriending your physical body, knowing what works for you, knowing what works for your body. It's not an aesthetic thing. You get out of what it looks like and into what it feels like. And so what I do here is whenever I have like a tight spot that I can feel, I just like sit in that spot and breathe into it. Finding the spaces that need a little bit more care in our bodies. Good. And we'll bring our heads back up over the shoulders and come onto all fours. Finding a nice tabletop position where our knees are directly under our hips, our hands are directly under our shoulders. Come over here. Hands are directly under the shoulders. If you do have sensitive wrists, I've been told that to help minimize the angle of your wrists, you can walk your hands forward just a little bit. So here in your tabletop position, your back should be straight, like there's a string reaching out of the crown of your head, string reaching through the tailbone. We're going to inhale, lift through the heart, lift through the crown of the head. Shine the heart forward, shine the tailbone up towards the sky for cow pose. Exhale, pull the tummy in towards the spine as you lower the head and tailbone towards the mat. We'll do a couple more just like that. Breath to movement. Inhale, drop the belly. Cow pose. Exhale to cat. Pulling the tummy in, moving from the hips, pressing up through the shoulder blades. Inhale, do it again. Staying connected to the breath. Inhale one more time. Good. Now I just want you to keep that steady rhythm of your breath and just find what organic movement here that your body wants to do. Maybe you do little circles, warming up through the wrists. Maybe you go the other direction. Maybe you do these fun little shimmies up to cobra pose. Maybe you do little circles with your rib cage or your hips, just finding what feels good. Maybe you side bend, right to left. Got distracted by an alligator. It's wild out here. We're gonna sit the hips back to child's pose, so the knees come wide, toes come to touch, forehead melts to the mat, arms reach forward, melting the heart towards the floor. No extra tension in the neck. Just a few breaths here. Loosening up through the hips. Breathing into the low back, creating space. Feels good to be back in my body again after ignoring it for a week. So you're going to look forward, come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, lift up through the hips and back. Keeping a slight bend in the knees. Look at the hands. Make sure that the pointer finger is facing forward. Elbow creases shining forward. Heels are behind the toes, melting towards the floor. It's okay if the legs aren't straight, and it's okay if your heels don't touch the floor. Sometimes mine don't during my whole practice. Sometimes they randomly kiss the floor first downward dog. Your body is different every day. Love it the way it is right now. So finding some movements here in our down dog. We're going to bend and straighten one leg at a time. Walk in our dog. We can put a little shimmy in the hips. Definitely nod the head yes and no. Make sure you're not holding extra tension. Really pressing through the hands. Lengthening through your side waist. Tailbones reaching up towards the sky. Deep breaths. And we're slowly, without looking at the hands, just going to walk the hands back to meet the feet. Bending the knees as much as you need to get there. And once you get there, allow the crown of the head to dangle towards the floor. You can take opposite hand to opposite elbow if you want. You can reach and interlace the fingers back behind your tailbone like we did earlier. Allowing the fist to fall towards the floor. This is great for de-stressing, opening up the neck and shoulders. Big bend in the knees. We are early on in class. We don't want to rush anything. Inhale to come all the way up. Either roll up or come up with a flat back. Release the hands at your sides. Close your eyes and feel. And we'll come to the front of our mat. Feet are hip width apart. If you practice with your feet together, do that. I don't, because I have low back issues, and keeping my feet at hip distance keeps everything a little bit more spread out. So that's why I do it. Feet are parallel though, hip distance apart, knees are slightly bent, tailbone drawing down the back, tummy pulling in and up. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Palms come to touch, hips press forward, chest lifts, back bend. Exhale, press the hips back, leading with the heart. Swan dive, the arms coming all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, come halfway lift, monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands, step both feet to the back of the mat, finding your plank pose. Here we are. And we're going to hold plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, modification is knees down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock the shoulders forward just slightly, coming onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, slowly lower to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forehead to the mat, tops of the feet flat to the floor, hands directly under the shoulders. Inhale, lift only up as high as your rib cage. Baby cobra, pressing into the pelvis and the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide the hands slightly back, just a little bit more, elbow shining up. Inhale, medium cobra. Come up just past your belly button. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Elbows staying in towards the body. Exhale, release. Forehead back to the floor. Walk the hands slightly back even further towards your rib cage. Inhale, roll all the way up till there's only just a slight bend in the elbows. Heart is shining forward. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale. Slowly roll all the way down. We're going to take our left hand out to the left, plant it flat to the floor, right in line with our shoulder. We're going to roll towards that left shoulder. Plant the right foot on the outside of the left leg, getting a nice stretch in our left shoulder. And you can take your right hand back behind you, or you can press into the mat to deepen this twist. Or maybe you just stay rolled towards your shoulder. Deep breaths into that shoulder. On your next inhale, roll back onto your stomach. Take your left hand back under your shoulder, reach your right hand out to the right, stamp it flat to the floor, palm flat to the floor as you roll towards your left, or towards your right ear and right extended arm, stamping your left foot to the outside of the right leg, rolling onto your side. Feeling the stretch in the whole right side of your shoulder. On your next inhale, roll back onto your tummy. Tuck the toes under, plant the hands directly under the shoulders, maybe press up through tabletop, so on your knees, or press up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look at the hands, step both feet, or hop both feet, or walk both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the feet, come all the way up. Tall mountain, hands touch, palms come together over the top of your head. Press the hips forward, lift through the heart, lift through the chin, slight back bend. Exhale, press the hips back, leading with the heart. Come down, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, plant the tops of the feet flat to the floor. Press into the palms, elbows stay in, shoulders stay down. Whoa. And then we're just gonna melt the left shoulder forward as we look back over our right shoulder very gently, looking at our feet. 1 breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, other side. Look back over your left shoulder. Melt the right shoulder forward. Inhale, look forward. Roll over the toes, tuck under the toes. Press the hips up using your core and back. Good job. 2 breaths here, and you're down and facing dog. Look forward, rock the shoulder. Okay. We're gonna rock the weight back, bending the knees, coming into like a little froggy squat. Look at the hands, and rock the shoulders up over the hands. Okay, so we're going to inhale back, look at the hands, exhale, rock the shoulders up over the hands. Inhale back, squat, shoulders over hands. Inhale back, exhale. One more time, but this time you're gonna hop when your shoulders get over your hands. So you're gonna think shoulders over hands, hips over shoulders. Okay? So looking forward and exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, prayer position. Release the hands at your sides. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale, press into the hands or press into the feet. Press the hips back as you reach up through the hands. Weight comes to your heels, chair pose, like you're about to sit in a chair. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna find our gorilla pose. So we're gonna swing the arms back. Torso comes parallel to the floor. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you come up off of your heels onto your toes. Finding a spot that's not moving out in front of you on the mat to steady yourself. It's okay to fall. Press down, inhale, come all the way up. Press the hips forward, back bend. Exhale, hips press back, leading with the heart, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Maybe you come all the way down, or maybe this time you try a real chaturanga. Rocking your shoulders forward in front of the wrist creases. Bending at the elbows, keeping the elbows down, 90-degree angle. Hopefully, tops of the feet come flat to the floor. And you lift yourself back up on the inhale. Exhale, roll over the feet. Pressing the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee. So the knee is pointed towards the sky, heel is coming towards the bum. Shoulders, you try to keep them in line as best you can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, square the hip, straighten the leg. Look between the hands, exhale, knee comes towards your nose. Really crunching it up towards the body. Step it between the hands. Plant that back foot. Make sure you have your stability in both legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Back heel is up off the floor. Front knee directly over front ankle. No further in front of the ankle. You should only be able to see your front big toe. Shoulders are over the hips and down away from the ears. Hands can be at a beach ball, or you can take this little mudra with your index fingers up. Big breath in. Exhale, your right hand forward, your left hand back. Back heel spins towards the mat so that the front heel is in line with the back arch. Looking out over your front fingertips, warrior two. On your next inhale, your front hand spins up. Your back hand comes down your back leg. Reach back. Side bend. Exhale. Side angle. So your front elbow either comes to the knee or to the inside of the leg. Top arm reaches alongside the ear. Inhale, come all the way back up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, triangle. Reach down towards your leg. Anywhere will do. You can also use a block. Set it in front of your leg. Choke with the top arm. Keeping the head in line with the spine, you can look up at the top arm or down at the floor or straight out in front of you. It really depends on what your neck likes. Inhale, engage through the legs, engage through the core, come all the way up. Exhale, slide the left arm down your left leg, reach up and over with the right arm. Inhale, bob back up. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, bend into the front knee, come up off that back heel, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Wiggle it out, shake the head yes and no, shake the hips. Do what you gotta do in your body. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee so that the heel is coming towards your butt. Straighten out through the shoulders. Knee is reaching up towards the sky. Couple breaths here. Inhale, square off the hip. Straighten the leg. Look at the hands. Exhale, knee comes towards nose. Crunching it in towards the body. Stepping it all the way through. Plant both feet. Press into both feet as you come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Pressing back through that back heel. Front knee is directly over front ankle. Shoulders on top of hips. And down away from the ears. Face is happy to be here. Inhale. Exhale, plant that back heel so that your back arch is in line with your front heel. Reach the arms wide, look out over your left fingertips. You should only be able to see your left big toe, so you're pressing that knee open. Warrior two. Enjoy it. Maybe tell yourself how strong you are while you're here. On your next inhale, slide your back hand down your back leg. Reach up and over with your front arm, side bend. Couple breaths here in your reverse warrior. Inhale to come up. Exhale, side angle, extended side angle so your elbow can sit on your knee. Or you can reach down towards your ankle or the floor. Pressing evenly into both feet, feeling a long line of energy from that back heel all the way through your top arm. Inhale to come up. Warrior two, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward and down towards your shin. Finding your triangle pose, reaching up towards the sky with your right arm. Maybe looking up, maybe closing your eyes. And realize how not seeing makes it more challenging. And again, can you feel the energetic extension from your feet all the way out through that top arm? Inhale to come up. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Slide your back hand down your back arm. Front hand reaches up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the arms. Bend that front knee. Come up off that back heel. Step back into your plank pose. On your next exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And I'm going to start to cool it down. It's starting to get hot here in the sun, and I like to take care of my skin. So we're going to lift that right leg high up and back. Exhale your right knee towards your right elbow, your right ankle towards your left wrist. Set the shin bone down, set the back knee down, slide the back knee backwards. And now we'll try and set the hips or the shoulders up on top of the hips, finding a nice back bend in our half pigeon. Take a deep breath in here. Shoulders are shining forward as best as you can. Exhale. Slowly lower forehead to the mat. Deep, deep breaths. Starting to slow down the breath. I'm going to walk the hands back. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Lift the right knee up towards the right elbow again. Bring it over to the left elbow. Back to the right elbow, and then set the right foot to the outside of the right hand. It's challenging, but you can do it. Shining the heart forward first, melting through the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, set the back knee down. And a lot of people are able to do this, and I can't, but you are more than welcome to come down on the forearms. Or all the way down, if you can do it. And I can't. I feel like I go a little crooked in my hips when I do that, so I like to stay up on my hands. Breathing into the hip. We're going to leave the left hand directly under the face. We're going to reach back with our right arm, and without moving our hips, we're just going to will that left foot towards us. Take hold of the outside of the foot with the hand, allowing the pelvis to melt open, allowing this right leg to splay open towards the side. Exhale, gently release the left foot back to the floor.
Press into both hands. Lift that back foot or back knee up. Right leg comes to meet it. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Couple breaths here, wobbling out through the head and the hips. Reaching up through the tailbone, down through your heels. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, left knee towards left elbow. Left ankle towards right wrist. Set the shin bone down. Reach the back foot back. And you can allow the foot to come in towards you. That makes it a little bit easier. Setting your shoulders up over the hips. Finding your alignment. Inhale. Exhale. On your next exhale, gently release the forehead towards the mat. Maybe resting them on your wrists or your fists. Whatever is available to you. Maybe you have a block. Inhale to come up. Gently tuck the back toes under, press into both hands, lift the back knee towards the left elbow again. Over to the right elbow, back to the left elbow, and then set the foot to the outside of the left hand. That builds a lot of strength in the core and mobility within the practice of yoga. I used to hate them, so I understand not wanting to do it, but it really builds strength. We're going to set our right knee back down onto the mat. Allow the left knee to open out towards the side. Coming onto the left edge of the foot. And maybe you come down onto your forearms here, if it's comfortable. Like so. It's not very comfortable for me, so I don't like to do it. I like being on my hands. We hold a lot of our past in our hips, so it is very normal to burst out crying or laughing while you're stretching your hips, or all kinds of numbers of things could happen, but that's why Yoga on Your Time promotes steady at-home practices that meet your daily needs and your regular body changes. Your body is going to change from day to day, and you're not going to need the same thing every day. So listening to your own body in the comforts of your own home without ego involved is great practice. All right, we're gonna leave the right arm where it is, reach the left arm back behind us, and then will that right foot towards us and take hold of the outside of the foot with the hand. Opening our chest out towards the sides, getting a nice stretch in the whole front of the right leg, right hip flexor, the groin. It's a great posture. And I don't even know what it's called. Exhale, no floppy feet. With control, release the foot towards the floor. Bring both hands back out in front of you. Tuck under those back toes. Left foot comes to meet the right. And then we're going to come down onto both knees. Roll over the ankles. Do a little bit of core work. And then we'll lay down and do some stretches before Shavasana. Alright, so we're going to bring the feet out in front of us, stamp them flat to the floor, knees are pointed up towards the sky, lean back just a little bit until you can find that you pick up your feet up off the floor. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you reach your hands towards your feet, keeping the chest lifted. Feet are flexed or pointed, but in one line with the hips. We're going to inhale here. Maybe you just stay here working on your boat pose. Or we can exhale and lower the heels and the shoulders to hover above the mat. Inhale, reach up. Come up, boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, boat. Exhale, low boat. Hold low boat. Exhale, release. Everything flat to the floor. I'm gonna look the other way so that I can see you. Or so that I don't have the sun in my eyes, really. Feet flat to the floor. Head is resting on the floor. Arms are at the sides. Palms facing down. Heels are in line with the hips. Knees in line with hips, and feet are parallel. Okay, inhale, press into the hands, press into the feet, lift the hips up off, lift the pelvis up off the floor. Interlace the hands underneath the sacrum. Press the palms into the mat, rolling the shoulders underneath you even further, lifting through the hips. And we're gonna hold this for a few breaths. Can you still your mind when things get uncomfortable? Release the grasp of the arms. They come out from underneath you. Exhale, roll spine all the way to the floor. When you get all the way to the floor, hug the knees in towards your chest. Find a gentle rocking motion. Maybe you find a tight compression here, taking opposite hand, opposite elbow. Keep your right hand wrapped around your knees. Extend the left hand out to the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the knees over towards your right and towards the floor. Looking out over your right fingertips. 2 deep belly breaths here. Inhale. Knees back to center. Exhale. Look out over your right fingers. Hold up the knees with the left hand. Exhale the knees over towards the left and down. Inhale the knees back to center. One more tight grip of the knees, taking any movements you need before Shavasana. And when you're ready, legs come wide, allowing them to splay open. Hands come out to the sides, palms up. One deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Take an extra little sip of air, sealing our practice, letting go, taking rest. Thank you for practicing with me, yogis. I'm Rachel, Yoga on Your Time. If you liked my yoga class, please like and subscribe. You can rest in your Shavasana as long as you have time for it. Namaste. I recognize the divine spirit in you. Jai Bhagwan. Victory to that spirit.